prayer as we begin. Would we rise up for a word of as we begin? So may we believe and pray. Gracious Lord in heaven, we this opportunity for having this meeting. We pray for the Holy Spirit to invite the Holy Spirit to be in this meeting and guide our deliberations. We pray for our members, those who already have arrived here. We also pray for those who are trying to make their ways, and even those who have trusted once again, in a special way, welcome those who are. So, members, ladies and gentlemen, that's the notice that gave annual general meeting. And it's a good experience to have both receive and confirm and adopt the minutes of the previous AGM meeting. Maureen, our administrative secretary, I don't know whether are you project? Are you able to project the minutes?
Yes.
Kindly project. Projecting. I'm not seeing the screen. You are projecting on your. So project the minutes. The members. Cairo is asking for the link. You're projecting online, and for those of us who are physically here, you can share on their WhatsApps. One of us will be able to receive. I want us to be on the same page. So
I will share
you can share with him. You can share with him. Where the minutes are being projected, we have the minutes of the previous. Our last physical AGM basically was 2019. I thought it could have been easier for me. Even as we wait, sorry, I forgot to introduce the project managers of Kenya. Our camera is static. Chairman minutes, we are Vice Chair, Claire Nami. You can wave, your time will come when I notice. We have our registrar, Peter Gige. Members, having introduced the officials, the current officials, thank you, which was thereafter we've not been able to conduct. So I want to, these were the true posts, who is proposing that even if those online are not able to confirm, anyone in the I would like us, Karibu, Prof, you're welcome. Sit. So having confirmed that the minutes we have of we proceed to the next agenda. So I will was shared. We'll go through the same overview. So in summary, Prof, if you can on your email, of what has been happening over the last so I giving the background. The background is that the was formed in the year 2000 and 2006, and now formally registered in 2006. So meaning We are basically, so formally registered in 2009. It was just construction project managers, industrial managers, and we also managed to, when we revised, we managed to bring on board the technician and affiliate. We have been able to cover is, we've been able to automate is, we now have online membership registration and renewal, automated annual practices certificates once you pay your, have enhanced transparency and efficiency and real-time track. And these are many key among them. We have a formal to support their construction management undergraduate and postgraduate training programs, particularly in areas such as involved in their training of the contractors, the National Construction Research Agenda, where a number of our members, including myself, have been involved and are still being involved. And we have also recently enacted building code. So these partnerships are important in the webinars, in the CPD engagements. We've had in the past very powerful webinars virtually, being hosted virtually in a number of topics, ranging from, I remember, the expressway, the role of the project managers, the integrator, regular and more webinars in and the partners from other parts of the world. The major advantage from other parts of the world. The major advantage is that these online webinars, we can be able to get speakers from any part of it can also be from any part of the world. So another, I remember, we've had quite a history from way back since the institution was registered in 2006. We've a number of advances have been made in trying to achieve the legal recognition of both the construction project manager as well as construction managers. So in the immediate past, we've been able to lobby specifically through the Ministry of Public Works. The recent meeting we had was in August with the PS and his team. We've yet to get a feedback to the way forward, but we've been having a number of engagements. Previously, the original route was to go directly to Parliament, and which we did. That route we found was notifiable of sponsoring a private members bill. And then later on, we were advised that the easiest route could be through the government, and specifically public works. And initially, we have also had to include the emerging disciplines, such as the construction been shared with the public works and products. And we are happy that the second last item, which is the challenges. The challenges that key among them is the lack of a legal framework, which has been limiting institutions, which is impacting on our degree of advocacy. The construction manager role is not captured in the standard and contract forms. Icpmk has made commendable strides in organizing. So the path forward is clear, so we need to push for legal recognition. Invite the chairman of the Institution of Construction to give us his remarks before I can come like that. 3 or how many? Welcome, Chairman.
And also thank you, all of us who have been able to attend this AGM. Maybe before we start, I would like us to observe 1 minute silence for one of our key members who we lost between 2019 and today. And I say so also because he will also represent, there could be others who has not come to our notice. But at least Festus Litiku was a very active member, and we lost him. So we observe 1 minute silence. Thank you. Last time when we had the AGM, what was then our theme was annihilating the pandemic, because that's what was the main item that was in our minds. And it came as a blessing in disguise, because we found ourselves in office for a much longer period of time. Despite us saying that we were going to annihilate the pandemic, we ended up being in office until we are now holding this AGM. And we thank members also for being considerate over that period, because a lot of things happened then in terms of our own operations and in terms of our own structure. But we do thank you that you have continued to give us the support that we need, and you have promised that you will continue. This year, as we move ahead, maybe the theme should be more related to embracing AI in the construction industry for us as we practice construction project management. Knowing very well, but AI is here with us, and delivering our projects on time and to the cost, and we're looking at what we have done. So I will not repeat that. I will just go to continue to have with the ministry. And you know, ministry, we have been working very closely with them of a framework in which we can operate. We now look back, and it is have not received the proper that they need to have so that they can practice. So there was the development of the Built Environment Practitioners Bill under the auspices of, this came up under the auspices of the Board of Registration of Architects and Quantity Surveyors. And this tries to bring in all the professional associations that are involved in the construction industry, so that they this started way back in 2017, but at the moment now, as we trace the progress of it concerned, they confirmed to me that that's where it is, and it is in front of them. But seeing going on even last week, where some of our colleagues managed to get access to one only hopes that if we shall be over with that. So last to see Joel Arumunyang, it's a difficult name, State Department, and we did share moments with them, and we have been having follow-ups in that respect, in terms of how we can practice together with other professional associations, because there was a bit of friction within the industry earlier on, but I know that that has been handled in such a way that those misunderstandings have been cleared. And as my colleague also mentioned, we've been working closely with the National Construction Authority at various levels, and we shall continue to do that. The other area of special interest is in terms of curricular development, and I'm glad to say that in terms of training today, we as a country, we have, I would say there are about 5 public universities that are now training young people on construction management. As we are all aware, they are the ones that lead on to construction, of course, project management as well. Namely, those universities are University of Nairobi, Kenyatta University, Jomo Kenyatta University, and I think Technical University, Jaramogi is also has training in that respect. And we formally signed a memorandum of understanding with the University of Nairobi last year. And already now we are working closely with JQuat as well, because in their curriculum review we were also involved. And I'm sure before the end of this year we'll probably them as well, so that in terms of training there is a proper institution participated in the revision of which eventually was launched as JBCC, and we still hope that we are going to start some training. This is important because our target is not just the universities alone. There are also other tertiary colleges that are there, and other pathways which one can end up being having discussions with NCA. We hope to establish that route has increased. We are more visible, and we are to be a challenge for us. And because we rely on government as an institution that is able to help into that position of actually getting that. But we are working along with other professional associations within the built environment. My colleague also has mentioned how we have explored, and we are now also working with the Royal Institute of Chartered Surveyors. And the other area that we would like to introduce construction project managers is in the areas of, especially now that those who are familiar with AI, for you to ponder over, more so in our services today. How are we going to be in business tomorrow? We have come of age, as has been said earlier, that when we started this, and there are a few of us who are still there with us in 2004, and now we're in 2020. And I will echo the same, that is the Gen Z. So Icpmk is part of that Gen Z. And Gen Z are challenging us in all areas, and we were just having a discussion earlier with regards to our own operations, that if you don't keep your space occupied and busy, then somebody else will get into that space. And that is what should actually keep us alert in terms of our service to the public. Thank you very much for the time that you have taken to come and deliberate our activities forward. Very much.
Thank you, Chair. I think we needed to give him a clap as he sits down. Let's be systematic. 3 for 3. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. You know, it's not easy to have senior members like him who are still interested in, advancing, serving. So it's good. Thank you, Chair, for those remarks. Much appreciated. I think now let's move to the next agenda item. Just a minute as I scroll my agenda list. The problem when you are on soft, you realize you open so many things.
Maybe we can screen.
Yeah.
Oh, but you don't have.
I don't have a screen, but it's okay now. I'm there.
I think it's a treasure.
Yes, thank you. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we have the auditor up. The auditor
It's online.
Oh, it's online. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to welcome our auditor so that he can present the audited accounts and the financial report. Auditor, Undako and who? Someone. Kindly take it up and present to the members the audited accounts and the financial report. Has he uploaded the report?
I think it would be great for you to share.
Can you put it on the screen?
Has he been able to upload?
No, he's sharing.
That you possibly have to give information.
Yeah.
He has not been able to upload.
Yeah, it is much.
We didn't have background music to entertain us as we wait for the presenter to
You
upload.
never joined the choir. You're supposed to join the choir.
He's not able to upload still. Has he been able now to upload?
In a few minutes. In a minute. Any challenges? Jimmy, are you there? Hi, Jimmy. Jimmy, can you hear me?
Has he been able to upload? Any member who needs to ask or make a comment? Can I assume that we don't have any further questions or comments regarding the financials so that we move to the next item? Thank you. I propose that we adopt the financial and audited for the year 2023-2024. Who is seconding? Can I get a second? For purposes of clear enough?
Second.
Okay, seconded for purposes of records. The reports have been seconded by our Vice Chair, Claire Adam. Thank you very much, members.
I think here are some officials. We just a matter of procedure.
Yes.
We will not be the ones to propose. We will get the members in the floor.
Thank you, Prof.
Your accounts.
Okay, Prof has reminded us the officials are not supposed to. So I proposed, and therefore I want a second to be an official. Who is seconding?
You are seeing yourself or you are putting there not to propose. Is the other member? The other member.
Okay. So who is proposing? I know you have a proposal. Prof, you can propose yourself.
But I'm not understood. What he is trying to explain, I'm not understood. Maybe those who have understood can do it. Otherwise, I think the way the accounts are being presented, the communication system doesn't seem really to think about the members.
Ask for Nalia. Those who are online.
Those online, who is proposing? Cairo, you can also propose. You don't have a copy of the system, a copy of the financial report?
No.
You don't have?
I don't have.
You have not received in your email?
No. I didn't.
For it, members do not have copies, so that's why they are not able to even propose. right now.
Share both WhatsApp and email.
Share on both WhatsApp and email. Has it come? You can share to Cairo. Cairo can share with the prof since they are seated together.
They can be shared.
You did receive it as well. So it
I mean,
means
the
now.
chairman, my concern is just the proceedings which are procedures. Because when the secretary read the minutes and so on, there is usually a chance where members can ask for clarification on matters arising. I know from 2019 is quite a long time when the last AGM was held, but that notwithstanding, the members should be given a chance to ask on matters arising. The same with the chairman's report. It was not adopted. It should have been adopted. And then if there were issues which members wanted clarification or raising issues about the chairman's report, also should have been allowed as a matter of procedure. Okay. Like I say, I think we are running this one as if we just want to finish. I don't know whether that is the plan, but I'm saying really that the chairman's report and very many pertinent issues which members might have wanted to discuss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
So I don't know why it was never adopted the report and then asking members for their views in regard to the report.
We conclude on the financial report, and then we go back to the chairman. Very good. So can I go again?
Can we establish that everybody has their
Report in advance, so that for those who are present, I want to establish whether you now received them on either your emails or your WhatsApp.
because we have a lot of participants
Yeah, online.
online. Okay. It will be important to
And our online participants kindly also confirm whether you did receive the financial reports, because we've received complaints from members who are physically present that they didn't receive the copies of the financial reports. So if you had a similar challenge, kindly raise your concern as well. So, can we make progress? I'll propose that we conclude with the financial reports, and then we can go back to the chairman's report. So, have you received it?
Yes.
So, can you propose so that we go back to the question that the prof has asked concerning the chairman's report?
The problem we are seeing here is that actually we have negative for leaders, except in 2020, where it was supposed to something. I don't know what the management is doing for the officials to try and help us move out of the pits that we are in. This is what we are seeing in the accounts. It's only 20 the year.
Prof, I don't know whether the other members are getting your question. I don't know whether the online members are getting your question. So that all of us here, okay, proceed with your question, Prof.
What I'm saying, Mr. Chairman, is that when it comes to the financial report, we see that we have been getting negatives most of the years, except the year 2020, the year of COVID. We are wondering what the strategies the officials are to make the institution please go up to us.
Question to all of us? Yeah, one of the ways by way forward that we have considered was establish some generating ventures for the institution, and one of them was to establish that training and consultancy center with NCA. That is viewed as an area where we can charge.
Chairman, I don't know whether your microphone is on.
Oh, I didn't put it on.
So purposes of the
If you want to do as an engagement of procedure, yes, and that
Thank you. Professor Nishuki has proposed that we adopt the financial reports. Who is seconding? Joseph Bell was seconded. Thank you. Maureen, I hope you are capturing. We can discuss.
Okay, I'll go back to. Can I be heard now?
To respond, Jimmy is online and the auditor is on.
Okay.
Okay, Chairman, please.
Okay. Am I being heard?
Yes, we can hear you.
Put up some seminars and webinars and establishing income generating ventures and for the institution, and one of them was a program because we can dig into that we do have, because we are able to get our own people to train some of those contractors in construction management. So we were looking at that as an avenue. If we could have a program with NCA, then there could be some income generation for the institution. That's one of the areas. But I think we leave it. It's open for questions. Concern for us also, because our only source of income is subscriptions. And you see in the agenda, we also have that some of our seniors, they have been pressing me to make a point to the general membership in terms of relieving them from paying subscriptions. So we'll even go deeper into negatives if we so decide that our seniors should enjoy that facility. So our only source has been subscription.
Thank you. Thank you, Chair. Prof, I think majority of our members in terms of subscriptions. If our members would be up to date or being in active status, then I think that negative will drastically also reduce. So I think, I don't know how well we need to communicate to our members who are in arrears to redeem their arrears so that we can be able to come out of the negative.
How many members? Yeah.
Yes, we are.
Because I think to be expecting that is just in the report. There are so many values, information needs to be in the report itself.
Good question. We are 100 and what? I'm just scrolling. We are 132 members.
What?
132.
So how many are the seniors? Our chairman is retired.
They are the majority actually.
How many are they?
Can someone help me to
We
know?
don't have the classification of seniors and the others.
Seniors
He would not be able, we would not be able to establish in terms of numbers.
whether you are graduate or
Yes, that we can,
when you
get.
get to the age of 65 and above, how many are those? Those are the seniors.
See, that is the definition of senior.
Yeah. That's what the other associations are saying.
They're telling us 50.
The other associations are saying if you are 65 and above, you are senior, therefore you are exempted from pay. Now from our have you analyzed to know who are seniors and who is who?
Actually, profit terms of age we have not analyzed.
Because if you get 65 and above, they might be very few in terms of the income that we are getting.
I suspected it would be quite different from the names that I know.
The names are to
But the names that I know, I suspect it would be.
but it's good to do the analysis.
Yes.
Because that one can help you to make a decision. To know whether or not the institution will go down the seniors.
But let's avoid debating about that because it's a substantive matter.
It's a substantive agenda.
You have it in the agenda?
Yes, it is there.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
This is where
Yes, we have.
enhance the discussion a bit. There was an opportunity to induct into fellowship at a fee so that the seniority is based on time with the institution or seniority in market rather than age. Just because if we waited for everyone to hit 65 to benefit, then I'm not sure how many of us would wait for that. So it would actually exempt so many other people from that.
Let's hear what the chairman is saying. Since he says it is substantive, maybe that's the point to also plan.
Oh, yes, this is the.
We are
Okay.
not yet. So,
We are still with about the accounts.
yes, the accounts.
There are questions on the accounts.
Discussion on the accounts, having adopted the report.
So what we are saying with the chairman, that report now the secretary is talking about should have also details. How many people are not up to date in terms of the membership? How much are we owed by the members? So know this information is important for us to know. Otherwise, when you say in blanket that the members are not paying, then it's not very helpful.
I also think because also the graduates are there, people are, students are still graduating. How are we recruiting other new members? Because I think the members, you have said how many members are we?
132.
132. Putting consideration it started in 2004, and then maybe some people have already now left. Now we continue like that. The pace, we need to look at the pace of now enrolling new members and the criteria which we can use to ensure that those people who are graduating, they'll be able to be incorporated. And then also there's these things of, I don't know whether maybe I'm going for a bit, how for registration of this one, if you can be able to, as a committee, to ensure that it should be adopted, then it will be registered through the Kenya Gazette. See, by doing so, we'll be having like the seminars, what I need the chairman to see. This kind of institution we are talking about, we have that establishment of institutions. See, we will be having that kind of opening and also maybe getting some fund from the government.
Okay, thank you for those good contributions. Another member who feels
So that information, someone is
yes, it's being recorded.
trying to really have payments and events. You as a committee, you have also discussed this. And that information should be there without developing so much on it.
I think that's quite a substantive matter, which can be reviewed, and the actual figures can be given to members in terms of the potential that we do have, if we were rigorous in our following up the membership in terms of who goes what. So for the purposes of this AGM, probably, because all this is being recorded, is that as a council, that is an area also which is worth looking at. You know, just looking at across the membership, you know, where are those areas that we can tighten up and also be able to, you know, to improve on that subscription. Income by
training is very important as a chairman. Of course, if you start that outlet, you will be getting even donors, organizations, companies, which will be donating. That's what the other associations or institutions are doing. Our area is quite relevant in terms of construction. There are many organizations which are involved in construction. And I believe they will be giving us but we need the center to start training. Because if you look at AAK, you look at QSK, they took very long to get their center. But they need to carry out the training and they may be doing other things which will involve the relevant organizations. Maybe the council needs to think about that also, instead of waiting for us to have a center. These activities will still be on.
Thank you.
Thank you, Prof. Another comment? We do not want to
I hope we're capturing all these comments.
We do not want to close our account towards knowledge of the financial reports and audited accounts. So we close and conclude the matter of the financial audited accounts, and we take note of the comments. The council will sit and deliberate.
Who is our treasurer?
Yes, Prof.
Who is our treasurer?
The treasurer is here. It's called Daniel Lucas.
You should be answering some of these things. And letting us know how we can improve. Yeah, that is your realm.
The item that has been mentioned by the Icpmk, they are the items that have been used, and it's ongoing. It's not especially the efficiency of the operation. Because once that is corrected, the efficiency, we are going to.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you, our treasurer.
I just want to remind Prof that in politics we call it collective responsibility.
But we are the ones leading. We are the ones who tell us what we are supposed to do.
Okay, thank you, Prof. Prof requested that we go back to the chairman's report.
Yes.
So I've taken it back.
No, let it be enacted fast.
Yes, so who is proposing that we adopt the chairman's report before we can discuss it? And I have a proposal.
I think it will be easier to, the way you recommended, Prof recommended earlier on, we have members and only 2 members were
Physically present.
So we can maybe ask the online platform.
Yes, our members online, who is proposing that we adopt the chairman's report. I'm told the council members should not propose. It's the non-officials who should propose. Anyone proposing? It has been proposed. Your name, please, for record purposes. Dr. Mutiso. Okay. Thank you. Seconding. Who is seconding among the online audience? Okay. It has been seconded by Joseph Kaiser. So members, any comments or questions regarding the chairman's report? The floor is now open for any questions or comments regarding the chairman's report. Yes, Prof.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. You mentioned that when this was started,
Sorry?
when the GNC came, and you say the GNCs are concerned that if we don't do what we are doing in the places that we are in, then we will be out of our job. I had to say something like that. There was you may remember when we had the AGM in 2019, there was a concern that the younger people were starting their own organization, particularly the ones who are living in universities. And remember, we were trying to say that we needed to come together so that we are a strong institution. So I'm saying that I don't know whether the council took any effort at least try to the GNCs and drifting away, whether it could become the institution.
Chairman, you have a response?
Well, yes, there's another association of construction managers, which is almost a replica of our institution. And it is more attractive, or maybe they're more vigorous in terms of getting membership, especially membership for graduates who come out with construction management.
Yes, yes, someone is...
Somebody is saying that they can't hear.
They can't hear you or something.
Let me see.
Is your mic on?
Yeah.
Okay, let me
Okay,
see.
wait, Chair, kindly switch on your mic.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes, I can.
Yes. I'm saying that there is another association that also has construction project managers and construction managers. And they are probably more aggressive in terms of enrolling construction managers, those who graduate from the universities than ourselves, because they have, you know, a bigger number of membership, I would presume. And we have made our own efforts in trying to reach out to them, so that in terms of representation for the industry, yeah, we are doing the same thing. And these are the discussions are ongoing, and that's what I alluded to about the built environment practitioners bill. You know, there is freedom of association, and if you can recall, ideally, right from the beginning, the incorporation of this institution was to take care of construction managers who are then going to come out of the universities, because they didn't have an association. But that didn't seem to work because of freedom of association. You cannot force, you know, somebody to join you. And we also had construction managers, but they moved on to the other ones. Some of them are members of both. Just like AAK, you find that there are certain members who are members of Icpmk, and they are also members of AAK, chapter of quality surveyors. So we have that scenario, and maybe it's good for it to be like that, so that people have that option. And of course, it gives us challenge, as Mr. Kairu says, that we ought to be rigorous with the membership drive.
But with them, like ourselves, are we in this kind of society side? Like our institution now. Is it under society side? Even themselves are they under society side? Because you say those of their papers which are in capital, what are we trying to achieve? Let's say the legislation. Is it being recognized as a professional outfit or a professional body or what? Because even AK has got a chapter on construction project management. Actually, they call it project management. They are not of them in their chapter. So that's why we are asking now, are we a society, are we also a society? And what are we seeking? The one you are saying is with the cabinet now. The proposal. What are you trying to achieve? Are we trying to achieve as an institution?
Okay. What we're trying to achieve with the bill itself is that it will recognize and identify construction project managers, irrespective of whether you are a member of AAK or a member of Icpmk or any other professional association. We are a professional association as it is, registered under that Societies Act. Just like anybody can start and set up an association in a similar manner, and we have absolutely no control. Yeah. So the bill itself, if you were to look at, for example, the Architects and Quantity Surveyors Bill, it takes care of the practice of quantity surveying and architecture. So this built environment bill would take care of not just those two professionals, but also the others, because we have the internal internal design, interior design.
The environment professionals there.
Yes.
So this is not anything from that. What you are talking about is not different exactly, which is incorporating all the professionals.
Yes.
That's all.
Thank you. Another concern or question or comment?
Maybe I can comment to the chairman's report.
Yes.
There's a report on the numbers. According to the registrar's desk, the federal numbers is 44. The corporate members are 50. The graduates are 38. So the total number, the registered is 145. But up to now, the members which are up to date, who have paid up, are 23. Only out of the 145.
So the fellows are?
Sorry?
Fellows are?
Fellows are 44.
44.
Yes. Corporate 50. Because some of the fellows, of course, they graduated from corporate to the fellows. Then graduates are 38. Total are 45. The members up to date are 23. The ones who are paid up to date are 23. So that is the scenario. So we need to have the payment, paying up the subscriptions, the annual subscription fees and all that need to be. We really need to put up ourselves because we are not even a half.
or even at work.
But then what are you doing yourselves as a council? Because if you get more than 50% not to pay, so what action are we taking?
What we have done before is, in terms of practice, we have tried to control those who go out and actually practice, for them to have a certificate. So that has been able to act in such a way that those who want to practice, then they inevitably, will want to pay the subscription. Yeah. So we've been able to capture those in that respect.
The council needs to look at other strategies on what other associations are doing to encourage members to really pay. So that is very, we call it the Atlantic or something. People are not interested. They say that they have no interest in the institution. So I think you, the council members, we need to look for solutions. Otherwise, if we are getting only 23 out of 100 we pay, that is a serious matter. And that's why we are going negative. So maybe you can look for strategies. You are better placed to consult others to know how they are managing that problem.
But I must say that it is not just a problem of our association. Even others, I get information that they also are having challenge. It's a societal problem.
But ours is extreme.
I'll tell you why ours is extreme. Because we are not a primary profession, in the sense that other than construction managers, you find that one is a construction project manager, but he's also an architect. So you find that he's also a member of architectural association, and he's getting more work as an architect. Yeah. So you can see what is happening. One is a quantity surveyor, but he's also a construction project manager. But he's getting more work as a quantity surveyor. So his activities with Icpmk or a member of AAK, gravitate more to that side.
But I don't even hear some of your architects who quantity surveyor, those who are here.
Yes, Prof.
I mean, a good number of you are either architects, quantity surveyors, construction managers. Construction manager, we have that one as your primary discipline is a bit different, but some of you are quantity surveyors. So I don't know whether that explanation is accurate.
Because to be fair, before the COVID, one of the things we realized, it was very dynamic before the COVID pandemic, and then when the opportunity for online engagements came up, I think a lot of us became comfortable. So the engagements that were more human and dynamic actually went down, and that's where we used to find a lot more membership engagements. We'd have mentorship opportunities, we would have visits, we would have university engagements, and that's where we get our graduate members. And now when we grew into, I believe we had our first webinar. That one grew as far as South Africa, and we had people paying and coming in for CPP points. But then I think we all became weary of webinars and paying for webinars because everything became free. So now we are having to be more innovative. And we say we are coming back. Yes, we are coming back and saying,
let's have control.
We are coming back and saying that we recognize that there are a lot of struggles all around, and we want to now be more innovative on how to garner the membership and get people more involved and get the subscriptions back. Because at that time with our activities, people felt more engaged and paid a bit more.
I will allow the last one from Joseph. Then we move to the next agenda.
Thank you very much, Chairman. I first of all appreciate the steps we have already taken. But all in all, first of all, before I take you back, maybe one step back, then we move and 5 steps ahead. One of the my dear sister already talked about this issue. You can see that the report which has been given out today, it is 2020 up to 2024. So it means if this report has been given out 2020, 2021, 2022, up to that, you could be, as a committee, you could be scrutinizing that statement and say, now we are at negative 2020, 2021 at negative, what are we doing? Then let me now go back, because that's a question that ask, what are we doing? That we don't want, if possible, this kind of scenario to see it next AGM. One of the things, like in the government institution, I'm in a government institution, and that's why you can see I'm looking at, and I appreciate the steps we are taking as a committee. Once the institution of constitutional managers, it seems as it's being swallowed by other institutional bodies, whereby they are being accommodated by other bodies. But you're supposed to come on very, very broadly, so that will be registered by Act of Parliament. Because like government institutions, if you're not registered by the Act of Parliament, where it's even the Kenya Gazette, it is not well organized. One, you cannot be paid for your subscriptions. So that is the one thing. Maybe some people can be run away from these institutions. They go to the other bodies because they'll be able not to be paid by the institutions or by the companies. So it is good as the effort the chairman have already told us, and I really appreciate that. We look and we fast track. If they are the milestone we can be able to do, the steps you can make, that it will be registered. Then from there, you find that, and those the professionals, those people you are in the universities and the rest, you'll be able now to be talking to the students before they graduate. They'll be able to know about the institution, this institution. Because it means maybe it is somehow like in a shambles, whereby those maybe students, they are not yet be able to recognize it in a very higher way. So if those things can be able to be taken up in consideration, even if they have been considered the one of the Act of Parliament, I can say that but if immediately this will be registered, I don't think that we'll be able to go very far. Then from there, if we're having some those kind of donors will come, we'll be having some seminars. The companies normally pay for participants, and then automatically the body will be having their money. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Much appreciated. I wish we had more time, but I would also suggest that now we have regular council meetings, and that's a comment we need to take up very seriously, and the regular, so that we are able to address comment. I'll move to the next agenda. In the interest of time, the election of new office bearers, which is our second last agenda item. The election of yes, election of new office bearers before we can go to the election. Nomination of our auditors. So as you realize, since 2019 we have not had election of new office bearers because of several challenges here and there. But that notwithstanding, I want to move to propose of the new office bearers, and I hope to get supplement or concurrence in the membership.
So the current membership should be more
But Mr. Chairman,
yes.
You know, we can't be officials. We can't have new officials when we already in it. You need to lift us up. So that now we can get a landing place where now we can take over.
Let me,
And then the other thing also,
Yes.
elections, let's take them seriously. You know, in other organizations, what we do at this is that we tell people in advance, about 3, 4, 5 weeks earlier, these positions will be vacant, and those people who have got interest should apply. That's why I'm talking about procedures. You know, you are construction managers. Procedures are very important as a construction manager. So that now, we will give you 1 year, and then you see that we are out of the phase. And then if you want us to do elections next year, you send a notice quite early for those people who have got interest in those positions. Otherwise, we should not include it KNA. Let's be professional. You are professional for yourself. So that's why I propose myself to give us 1 more year, and then you perform very well. Because she was saying you have already started these webinars and so on. So that we can see about 100,000 or 200 or 1 million as surplus. Then we can give that a new officials position. Because also we understand in the government later we can't blame young percent. The economy has been down, things are moving. And that's why we are saying now, since there is bottom up and that
Okay, thank you.
I think we can give.
Thank you, Prof.
We can give you maybe 1 more year. It's my proposal.
Yes, yes.
I give you 1 year or 2 years. Then after that, we can give for bottom.
Okay, that's a proposal from Ishungi. Yes. Members, you've heard that proposal. Any other proposals? You know the first one is no. His is not a proposition because it's a requirement of the AGM that at the AGM we should have those elections.
We have done well also to bring it up and to meet your official duty as an association or as a country, which you have done. But we are saying I am proposing myself to give you 2 years. After that, we can think of doing elections. This is my proposal. Someone else has done it for you. So we can bring forward.
Okay, I think I will, well, as much as Prof has proposed that we don't do elections, personally I've proposed that we renew those still feeling the energy and the interest to proceed will still retain their positions or shifted to another position within the council office. So my proposal is we still go ahead. Those who are still willing to serve in their present offices, we can give them a new term, a fresh renewal sort of. Those who can be shifted to other roles, we can also give them new roles. That's what I would propose.
Okay.
And filling up.
Let's give an opportunity for the others also, those who are online.
Mr. Chairman, I'm proposing myself, he is a part of the group which has made us sing. We should be a part of the group which will make us rise. So what I'm trying to say is the whole council that I'm proposing, that we give them a renewal for 2 years from now ends. And then after that, we will have elections. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Prof. Another proposal.
Yeah, that is a proposal. It can still be part of the election.
Yes.
Because you're taking the same position. But what I would like to hear from members who are online, if anybody. Mike is on, yes. I think so.
Yes, online members. What's your proposal?
Mike is on. Yes, Chairman.
Yeah, mine is on.
I was suggesting that those who are online, you've had the deliberations. There are 2 views that we have at the moment, and we also want you to share with us what your thoughts are, because we are in that agenda item of the elections for the members of the council. incoming council. So you're free to air your views with regards to those that have already been aired or a new one that you may have. Thank you.
Thank you, Chair. So, online members, we've those of us who are physically here, we've had two proposals. So, concerning election of new office bearers. So, members online, it's your opportunity to give your comment or whether you agree with those two proposals or you have a new proposal, kindly. Yes, I can hear you, Paul. Thank you. What was proposed, number one, Prof. Gishungi proposed that we don't have elections, but we renew. Yes, Motiso. Thank you. Your proposal has been seconded by Dr. Motiso. So, another comment from those of members following online? Yes, Leah. Yes.
Expound on the issue. How are your thoughts?
Yes, I've had proposed the organization, and I've had what he has said that we need to have a procedure to we cannot do elections. We are only one option.
I didn't get you.
From the comments received,
Asking to request those who are willing to step down, and there are those who are willing to step down, so that only those vacancies can be filled. So is there anyone who was willing to step down?
I think if I can comment on the point, Professor Gishunga has already process has not been followed. So we cannot praise anybody as of now because the procedure was not followed to prepare for an election. I mean, the opportunity had not been given. So as it stands, we just stay at home even if it's 1 year. So that the proper procedure and announcement can be made and so that before we do any election. So I think that
Okay. Thank you, members. So we need to agree that the extension is for 1 year or 2 years. So that's the only thing we need to do.
For 2 years.
2 years. 2 years. Okay. Then I think we conclude that agenda. So we report that.
So we take it that it's remember, we take it that it is unanimous in terms of our support for that motion, that this council continues for at least 2 years.
We in the concurrence? Okay. That proposal has carried the day. So
we take it in terms for our formalities, we take it that it was proposed by Professor
Bishop
and seconded by
Joseph.
no,
oh yeah, it was Dr. Ruben Mutiso.
Dr. Ruben Mutiso, yeah.
Who seconded? Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. So in the interest of time, yes. Yes, Dr. Emmanuel Busi.
Yes. Yes, we've taken note of that. Thank you very much for that.
Okay. Another comment concerning elections?
Just read out who is in the council.
Okay, then I will read the names of the current officials as it is presently. The chair is has been and is Tom Okech. The vice chair has been Claire Anami. Secretary is Dr. Mark Kenyatta. Treasurer is Daniel Nyongesa. Organizing secretary is Monica Wairimu. Registrar is Peter Gige. Assistant treasurer has been, I think, Evolet Square. The position of assistant secretary has been vacant. That's the status. So for record purposes, that is the status. So okay, thank you, members. Our last agenda is to nominate second last agenda is to nominate the auditors for the financial year 2025. So I want to give Jimmy the opportunity to say whether they are willing to proceed so that members can consider whether they are. Yes.
The council should have consulted on that. It's not the idea. And then you say that maybe you are going to have somebody else to do the work. Otherwise, to ask you now to stay, I will say yes. I will. Yeah. But you are the ones who know how they have performed as a council. So that is, you are not, if you are not ready now, you can do your own work And then report even to us, otherwise it's not the right procedure.
It's okay. What we do is let's deal with it.
Okay, thank you, members. So, it has been proposed and suggested that we deal with that issue at council level. And I think we are in agreement unless there is a contrary opinion. The members who are physically present are suggesting the issue of the auditors should be deal with it at council level.
How many years have been done?
The number of years they have done. Chairman, how many years have been done?
You know that we've had them since before 2019.
Yeah, you are the ones who are suggesting that. So that's why now we are saying you are some. In this meeting, we can decide.
Let's leave it for the.
Thank you. So we move to another business.
First, there's an item about the seniors.
Oh yeah, Chairman, that
Thank you, thank you. Fellow members, discuss at various times at the council on the possibility of sort of like creating members in terms of age. More specifically, because of the practice in other professional either associations or other professional practices, where they are more lenient on the seniors in terms of paying subscriptions. They remove the subscriptions for those members who are above a certain age. So there has been discussions on that front, and it's a matter that involves the Constitution, and that's why I said that look, we can discuss it at this AGM and hear members directly what their comments are. In terms of definition, the subscription, whether they should pay anything at all, before. Thank you.
so members. Yes, Leah. Thank you, Leah. What she has proposed is that until we are out of the negatives, is where
Maybe we might want to hear from the treasurer, like that the number paid, the 23. Out of the 23. Can you check that information?
your
16 years maybe is good to be fine. The other positions are saying from 65 years and above. 65 years and above. Whether you are graduate, whether you are federal, whatever. They have written the same.
I think you don't have the years for
65
We
years
don't
and
have
above.
the advanced certificates.
Yeah.
We don't have the advanced certificates.
But in the decision, we normally follow our IPs. Everybody extract there.
No, let's agree in principle, and then we will check who falls in the category. Yeah. Let's agree in principle, and then in particular that can be checked.
Yeah, but the organizations are saying 65.
So, oh, somebody's talking? Yeah. Kibwe, is it okay? Kibunyi, this
Yes, go ahead. Go ahead, we can hear you.
Sorry, you've gone off. We can't hear you. Okay. Bwana Kibunyi, we can't hear you. We didn't hear you at all. We just heard your name. Sorry, they seem like there's a breakdown. Can we have any other comment?
And yes, of that you can find out how many titles are out of the 73. Once you have paid. Who the treasurer has started. The treasurer you have started from? The fellows who are paying out of the number of 73. How many?
Any other comment? Any other comment? Sorry, yes, we can hear you now, Kibunyi. Go on.
Thank you very much.
Yes?
I think that the best may be the number of values.
You're disjointed. I think
then what, another one?
Personally, I will.
Yes, pay. Otherwise, that is not sustainable. Yeah? That is not sustainable. Yeah? Even if we have to get statistics.
The 13 are the ones out of the 20.
Statistics.
The 13 are the ones out of the 20.
But still I'm telling you, statistically, let's not look at 23. We have 1 or 2 are not paying. So, and that's what we are saying, those are the people. Those are the people who should be whipped, not the seniors. I'm not arguing in that. So the problem is not with the seniors. The problem is not with the seniors. The problem with the council. Depends on a very small problem with the council. Depends on a very small. I'm not saying we are not ready to pay the seniors. But we are saying let the council not pay. Are you telling me the seniors are not paying? The association is going to go on. That will be a shame to all of us, surely. That will be a shame. So, Dr. Kenyatta, do your work.
May I suggest that we give it that proposal of 2 years?
You wanted to have the 2 years as the excuse for burning everything under the sun. Yeah? 2 years, you should be telling us you have 5 million.
No, 2 years, the council will whip up the entire membership.
By the way,
it is not just the seniors.
By the way, if you don't get the seniors now pay, that will give you the momentum to move on. Are you getting?
Yes, I'm
But
getting. That's why I'm suggesting.
When you are comfortable, then 13 are paying.
Let's give them 2 years.
No, what I'm trying to say.
And bring back the proposal.
Anyway, what we are trying to say, I hope you have got your policies right. Even how do these people become senior? How does one become a fellow? I think there is a criteria that we use. Are you getting? Yeah, but what we are trying to see is that the fellows, like that guy is getting a salary from a big university. I know you might have already paid. I hope you are marked. The officials, I say an official was not paid by the way. Treasurer. This official here. Is there an official was not paid? Is there one? Official. No, you know that's why we start. Let's be open. Is there an official who has not paid the subscription for 2025? Say yes or no.
All the officials are.
Are you covering each other? All of them are paid.
Okay.
Now, then push each other. I'm suggesting anyway.
We want to go for.
I'm saying let them pay for the 2 years.
Yes.
But after the 2 years,
Yes.
the seniors now will also rise. Yeah? And they tell you.
I think that's a consensus.
And they will tell you have been sleeping on your job. They will tell the council you have been sleeping on your job.
Okay.
Why were you given 2 years? So that you can whip these others to pay. And then we can agree here. Tying it here now. We don't want to leave it to lose. By 2027, when we meet, the council will have decided that the seniors from 65 and above will be exempted. I think that should come to your minutes so that we don't be drawing this forward. Yeah. Let that also be a resolution.
Okay, thank you
So that we don't go back to it. But I hope you are happy with 65. You want to make it 65 or 70 so that you can get the point. It's up to you.
I support your resolution.
Okay.
You know, I will also be seen at one point.
I would like to bring this matter to an end.
No, what you are saying, Chairman,
Yes.
we need to agree on the age, which will go now into your minutes. That if you are either 65 or 70, yeah, you will be exempted by the year 2027. By 2027, you will pay. You are expected to pay. So you will be exempted from the year 2028. Yeah.
Is it being exempted or paying half?
Yeah?
There was a proposal whether to be a paying half or
Let's have the practice.
Okay, I would like us to bring it to an end because I know that some of those seniors who I have in mind, in fact, in terms of their contribution, they normally contribute even more than those subscriptions which we are discussing.
Yeah,
but it's noted. What you have said is noted.
What is official is what they are supposed to contribute. They want to give a donation to our institution. They have no problem.
Yeah.
When you give 100,000,
I think we have noted that, and we have a consensus.
so which then are we taking 65 or 70? And those who will be exempted in 2028.
Okay, yes,
I think the proposal is that the committee, the team, the council will deliberate and give a framework to guide through after that period.
Whether it's 65 or
Yes, it will be so that it now guides the whole framework.
we hope you will have amendment and then have come with that.
It is still okay.
Yeah? You will be able to execute that, Chairman.
Yes.
Okay, you can give us a thing.
Okay.
And the benchmark, the other ones benchmark.
Okay, thank you. I think we have reached the consensus for that. Any other business?
If we have a common, or all four of us members have a common WhatsApp group, it was not from Maureen. So if we are just
On WhatsApp, most of the people who will be joining, most of them, the other.
to get my annual subscription through my email, but this time I didn't get the same.
Besides email, it can also be sent to individual WhatsApps. I think that will be
Communication.
their communication.
To members.
Communication to members should, besides the email, be also be.
So we didn't have any other business.
So in that case, I'll call upon the Vice Chair, our able Vice Chair, Julia Anafi, kindly come, give us a closing remarks and a closing.
Good afternoon, good evening everyone, wherever your session. Our attempt was to ensure that we reintroduce ourselves to each other. I would like to once again thank, first of all, we thank God for giving us council. We thank God for enabling each of us here as members online, and so there's a lot of background members in the administrative sector. Granted, we request that when you see her name come up in the day, on the ground we are at Nairobi Club and we feel quite welcome. We have partaken, at least for the next council or for the next institution. Urge members to come together. We understand, especially during the COVID times, we meet online became easier, but we are also now looking for that human touch. Apart from that, we should be able to have other engagements along the year so that our community can strengthen. So once again, I'd like to thank everyone. We thank those who've been assisting us on the media side to if there's anyone else I have forgotten, I'd like to, however you receive it, and I thank myself for being here today without knowing that I give the vote of thanks. To close the day all healthy and strong. And so for this, at this time, before the chairman, prayer of thanks and close, that we've been able to commune and share ideas that are only seeking to do better. I pray that you give us the strength to carry the institution into higher ground, and that everything that is your provision, we pray for all our loved ones wherever they are, and support us in various ways, that you may continue to keep us well. Thank you for everything else. I've forgotten, we place that into your hands.
Thanks, just to reiterate again, and thank you. And we shall get back to you because I believe that there is a wealth of experience, there's a wealth in which from members, and I do thank you sincerely over the period and your understanding in terms of the challenge.